All right, KUVO Jazz in the studio today. Sandra Parks. She is the artistic director at the Colorado Conservatory of Dance, which is described as a flagship dance school in Colorado that has been teaching dance in the metro area for over 30 years, making it a long-standing dance school in the region. Now, the school's mission is to inspire a love for dance, encourage artistic expression, and increase accessibility to dance and performance for the community, for all walks of life, the young and the elderly. The CCD focuses on dance education and training. Now, they teach dance in a healthy, caring, and nurturing way by listening, seeing, and fulfilling the needs of all their dance students. The CCD gives the same great training and commitment to the students who dance purely for the joy of it as it does for those who have career aspirations. Good morning, Sandra. Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to join us for KUVO Community Connection.
Thank you so much for having me. Good morning.
You are so welcome. Now, what do you love about dance?
I was going to say everything, but that sounds so vague, isn't it?
Well, that's how you feel.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's the power and I would say the power of dance, right? Like it makes me personally want to learn more every day and then learn about everybody, about everything every day. And then my hope is that my students will feel the same way. So then we learn about each other and make a better place for everyone.
That's awesome. What or who brought you into the dance world, and how does it make you feel?
I will say, so I started those little creative movement classes like many dancers starting at age like 3 or 4.
Okay.
The reason being both my parents were teachers, so we had to find sort of after school programming.
Sure.
We often joked about it. Dance classes are probably on the cheaper side of daycare because we can do one dance teacher with like 10, 15 kids. But anyway, my first dance teacher, I guess she saw something in me. So when I turned 6 or 7, she went to my parents and say, hey, how about if we talked about bringing her to my own dance school? But we didn't have the transportation to go to because it's a different town to go to the school. So she actually came to my house and picked me up every week.
Nice.
Along with other children in our town. But really, I think that's the only reason why my parents said yes, because they didn't have to. Number one, they didn't have the time. And 2, they didn't have to worry about the transportation. So I'm really grateful that I have someone like that in my life. And she sort of inspired that very first spark in my dance career, I guess.
That's amazing, the benefits of a small town. Mm-hmm. We'll come pick you up, bring you to class. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, how long have you been the artistic director for the CCD?
I came here for this position in the fall of 2023. So I'm pretty new and immediately jump into direct our annual Nutcracker in 2023 and then just did a lot of curriculum development with our faculty since then. So it's only been a little less than 2 years.
Well, all right. That's wonderful. I think you're doing a fabulous job. You've got some great things going on. Okay, so in which way do you involve the community? We're talking about the young and the elderly.
Yeah, so we do have the facility, like you mentioned earlier, in Broomfield, but we also work with Title I schools in 4 different counties, Adams, Jeffco, Broomfield, and Boulder. And we also engage with senior centers in Denver. We bring our performances to senior centers for the residents who are no longer able to leave the center, or we provide highly discounted tickets for all different community members or complimentary tickets. And our involvement with the Title I schools often are free after-school dance programs. If the time permits, we also work with the faculties during school time. We offer this program called Move to Learn, so we can work with, for example, a science teacher wanting to teach a particular unit on let's say, how moon works, in terms of the time changes and everything, or how chemistry works, and then we can figure out a way to work with the faculty and create movement-based curriculum and get the students moving a little bit while learning their subject in academic courses. So those are the two main things that we do during school time or after school time. We also present productions, engage with different communities. We are really fortunate that we have been working with one of the school called Pinnacle Charter School. They have a beautiful event center. We produce our annual Nutcracker there. And this weekend, actually tomorrow, we are presenting our spring production, Romeo and Juliet, The Choice, with the Mapleton School District. They have a beautiful performing arts center. So yeah, we're really happy that we get these opportunities to engage with the community that way.
Nice. Sounds like you're all over Colorado.
But definitely not all over Colorado, but definitely all over Metro Denver area. Yes.
Got a big chunk of the
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay, well, that sounds wonderful. So how does a dancer stay motivated to finding their career aspirations?
If they, yeah, it's a lot of hard work, you know.
I'm sure.
And often I teach my students, of course, if they want to become professional dancers or they want to pursue, say, a higher degree in collegiate level in dance, we always say that you need to learn how to learn first, right? So a lot of times, because dance is very repetitive and they come multiple times a week, it can fall into this, like, I'm just going to come in and do the same thing again. And we always encourage them to think about what you want to work on today, because every day is different.
True.
Right? And we encourage them to have journals so then they know what have been working well and what have not been. So they really develop this critical thinking skill of what can I do myself to be better at in dance class, obviously in dance, but hopefully it's in life, in their academic classes, in, you know, even relationships with people, right? So we try to encourage them to think that way so that every time when they do something is different, it's not the same thing. So then that's exciting, right? When
Right.
doing something different, it's exciting. So hopefully that can help them stay motivated.
That is wonderful. Now, what is the youngest age student you have?
2 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, well, they have to come with an adult.
Of course.
Yeah. So we have this class called Dance With Me. So it starts with as long as the child can some kind of walk on their own, and then we'll have an adult come in with the child. So then we have a Dance With Me class. And so it's usually the adult and the child dancing at the same time.
That's neat. Something for both. That's a wonderful. Well, you know, how can our listeners find you? Social pages or website?
Yeah, definitely. So our official webpage is ccdance.org. And we also are very active on Facebook and Instagram. You can just search CC Dance or Colorado Conservatory of Dance. You'll be able to see us. We have a really amazing colleague who does a lot of posts on these social media platforms.
Okay, very good. Well, Sandra, I want to thank you for taking the time away from your busy schedule and the dance studio to come down and join us for Community Connection. We are a Colorado where everyone feels seen and heard.
Thank you so much for having me.